One of the things that impacts our lives on every level is our personal relationships. And it impacts everything. It impacts our business, it impacts our ability to communicate, it impacts every aspect of our life, and yet we don't learn anything about it. When we go to school, we learn about all the hard subjects, how to do our job and how to make a living, but we don't realize that the entanglement between life outside and life inside, there's a huge impact. And so the relationships we have with each other make an impact on everything, on our success and our ability to interact with everyday society. So that's one of the reasons we're doing it. It's the art and science of love. See, here's another, or of relationships, sorry. The art and science of relationships. Now, when we talk about art, we think of poetry and music and books and all these beautiful, lovely creations. And when people think about love, they think about this. When we think about relationships, we think about this art and this, handsome prince and princess and so on. But the science behind this is undisputable. There are chemical reactions in our bodies that are totally different from each other between men and women that we don't know about, we don't understand, and yet they happen to us every day. And what happens is we think that it's a heart issue. I act a certain way because I'm a man, for example, and my wife thinks, oh, he doesn't love me, something's wrong. And it's not my heart, it's my head. And so that's what this is about today. Today we're going to talk about the very different ways that women and men think. And it's because of chemicals, and it's because of the way our brains are wired. This isn't a learned behavior. It's an automatic thing that happens. And when we understand that, we feel that we can better understand why somebody does something a certain way. And we can recognize when I'm being a man or I'm being insensitive. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's true. And it's because of these chemical reactions, the science behind how we feel. That's what today is about. Brains, men and women, generally, how we think differently and how we can recognize those differences and not create problems in a relationship. And if we don't have problems in a relationship, when life is good at home, life is good at work. But the opposite isn't true. Life can be great at work and still be very bad at home. And so home is everything for us. And these relationships at home, including relationships with our kids, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, all of these things are all part of our life, and we don't understand it. And this is what I hope to do today, is to bring an understanding to this chemical side of our brain. Sometimes we know something, but we don't understand that we know something. In other words, we've experienced something, we just don't understand the why behind it. Ketty and I do a lot of training for these relationship things. For example, on February 14th, Valentine's Day, we did a little presentation on the 5 languages of love. And to me, this is normal. I think everybody should understand this, and people don't. How we show love and how we get love can be 2 different things. Everybody has their own language. And we gave this presentation, and 2 days later, I got a phone call from a woman who I've only met. And she said, I've been married for 25 years and I never understood this. And now it's just like, oh, I get it. I understand now why he reacted a certain way when I did something I thought I was showing love and I was not for his language. And so we learn these things, we learn these different skills because relationships are they're such a big part of our lives. Why not learn how to make them better? Why not find the happiness that a relationship can bring? Again, today I will talk about stress and how a relationship can be the healing factor for stress in our lives. It can also be the worst factor for stress in our lives. So to understand these things, actually grasp these things in our mind, we can be aware of what we're actually doing. Instead of walking around and go, I don't know why I did that. Why did you do it? I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I feel this way. So to learn about it, when you know what's going on, then you have an ability to find the answer and to fix that thing that's happening, and you get happiness. And happiness, come on, that's what we all want, right?